Hello, this is Dave Gimberline with Kata for Self-Defense and Shotoru Goshin Jutsu. Today, we're going to be training in your kitchen. I just assume you don't have a lot of room. We're going to use the counter for balance sometimes, and we're going to do some tiny little kata. We're going to do the workout today without a big warm-up. So just pick up one foot, go around with your ankle and toes, other way, other foot, other way, feet together onto your knees, other way, on with your hips, other way. Make sure you don't hit your hands on anything. Round with your arms, switch, cross, twist. Alright, so now I do usually do these squats for warm-up. So squat all the way down, put your hands on the floor, straighten your legs, squat, straighten, squat, straighten, squat, straighten, and squat. You shake out your legs. To start out with, we're going to do 3 kata that are not part of mainstream Shotokan. There's 2 versions of Sanchin, and there's a kata from old style Shitoru called Haffa. You should find them interesting. The first kata is in Sanchez Stands, and so this is what I want you to do, is you put your heels together with your toes out, you turn your feet out so they face away and your knees are in, and then for the stance, you just move your foot forward so that it's on the same line as your big toe. So it's a very small stance by Shotokan standards. What I want you to make sure that you don't do is pull your knees in this way because your joints move this way. So mostly you turn your feet and bend your knees the way they're supposed to bend, the way they're facing now. So anyway, we will go through each of the Sanchins twice. I guess I'll do it facing one way and then I'll do it facing the other way. Bow, Sanchin, oi. You spin on the balls of your feet and do a double downward block and take a deep breath. 1. Take a left foot forward, double inside block. 2. This is an hourglass stance with your arms out, body in, feet out. Pull your right hand back. 1. Squeeze into the floor. 2. Use your legs. 3. Take a step. 1. Pull. Keep your right arm strong. 2. 3, take a step, 1, 2, 3, now there's a tiny little turn. You're going to pivot on your left foot and do an inside block. 1, 2, 3, turning again. 1, 2, 3, stepping backwards. 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, inhale, exhale. Boy, that's the whole thing. Shut your legs a little bit. The idea for right now is just to get your blood moving and not to strain anything. So that's why the tiny kata, tiny stances come first. Try it again. This time I'm going to breathe a little bit more. So although I'm going to make noises while I breathe, you don't actually make the noises when you do the kata. You just make sure you expand and contract from your center. Sanchin, boy. Spin on the balls of your feet, double downward block. 1. Left leg forward. 2. Pull your right hand back. 1. Inhale. 2. 3. Take a step. 1, exhale, 2, exhale, 3. Take a step. 1, 2, 3, turning. 1, 2, 3, turning. 1, 2, 3. Backwards. 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, inhale, exhale, oi, rest. Shake out your legs, because again, we're just warming up. Whatever you think needs stretching, you can stretch. The next Sanchin is very similar. It has one different move in it, and that's the Mawashi Upi. But follow along. So these parts are not so much instructional as it is just to go through the moves. I actually have other videos on my website where I break down Sanchin much more with applications and pressure. You can look at there. Sanchin Nidan. Oi. Take a step forward with your left leg, double inside block. 1. Pull your right hand back. 2, 3, 4. Take a step. 1, 2, 3. Take a step. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Now it's different. Your right hand's going to protect your face. 1, 2, 1, 1. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Yummy. Very good. Check it out again. I'm going to turn and face the other way for this one. Out. Sanchin Nidan. Oi. Left leg forward, double inside block. 1. Pulling. 1, 2, 3. Step. 1, 2, 3. Step. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Block your face. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Yummy. Hey, all done. So that's 2 Sanchins. Next one is called Haffa. I learned it from Kanai Maguni, who was the, I think, oldest son of Kenwa Maguni. And he said that this was the oldest version that he could remember. It's very hard to find on the internet. Someday I might video it and put it up, I guess like now, but more in detail. It uses almost all cat senses, and it moves a little bit different than Shotokan. So, out. Haffa, oi, this way, and then oi again. Now your feet are straight and your fingers are pointed like claws. Step out with your right foot. 1. Big circle with your left, blocking your face. 2, strike. Take a step. 1, circle, strike. Take a step. 2, circle, strike. 2, up, down, around, strike. To your left, up, down, around, strike. To your right, up, down, around, strike. Oi, this way with your fingers pointed down again. 2, you drop and pick your fingers up in a triangle like this. I don't know why, but he said it was very important. Step back with your left, look to your left. Step back to your right, block, strike, block. To your left, block, strike, block, big circle. Up, down, around, strike. Oi. Rest. Whew. So the more I do that, the more I like it. It's just different than what we normally do. I guess I'll try facing the other way. Out. Haffa. Oi. Oi. Again, with your fingers straight. Step out with your right and big sweeping block. 1, hook. with your left. 2, reach, pull, strike. Take a step. 2, reach, pull, strike. 3, reach, pull, strike. Up, down, around, strike. To your left. Up, down, around, strike. To your right. Up, down, around, strike. Good. Drop and make a little teepee. Look to your left. Step back. Step back with your right. Block, strike, block. To your left. Block, strike, block. Around. Up, down, around, strike. Good. Can I rest? Try Kibidatch. Stretching down and forward. Back. Forward. Back. Reach over your shoulder. Switch. Squeeze up one leg. Switch. Okay, we're going to try a Tekki. We're going to do all 3 Tekkis. And again, not so much instructional as just warming up doing kata. So, Tekki Showdown. This doesn't take much room. Out. Boy, I put this back in it. The Japanese took it out. The Okinawans had it in there. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I rest. All right, I'm going to do it again. There's a couple parts I guess I would like to point out. One thing that I was taught is, of course, to try to maintain your Kibidatch, and when you rotate, your knees can't wobble in and out. They can go forward and back as long as you're stable. For this specific sequence, it's rotate, rotate, vibrate, vibrate. Rotate, rotate, vibrate, vibrate. It helps me. And then on these, you squeeze with the returning wave kick to build a base, and then you shock, go, boom, and turn as far as you can without collapsing your knees or wrecking it. Then you stay there and stay strong as you go over to the other side. And this again is a vibration driving in that particular instance. This time I'm going to do it mirror image, so you can follow along with me like you're looking in a mirror. Bow. Heian Shodan. Oi. You're going to move to your right, just like normal, but I'm a mirror. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Tekki knee on to the count. Tekki knee on only goes to the right. So I have to start down here, and I'm going to go back and forth this way. I'm not sure if I can pull it off doing it backwards. Sometimes I can, but right now it's just going to be the normal way. Out, Tekki knee on. Good. 1, 2. I started too close to the corner, gotta move. Start down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I go down with this elbow. 5, and I come up and across. 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Right, that was the whole thing. My roommate John is also doing kata just off screen. And the reason I had to ask if that was the whole thing is sometimes my mind wanders while I'm counting and thinking about the next thing to do, and then I either go way too far or not far enough. One more time. Tekki knee on. What? 1, 2, up, down. 3, palm up. 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, palm up. 5. 1, stack. 2, twist. 3, pull, push down. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mate, rest. Good job. So now it's Tekki Sandan, and if you know Tekki Shodan and Tekki Nidan, they both have this in it, which some people find confusing. Tekki Sandan has this in it, which confuses a lot of people. So we will go a little slower on that part, and I'll do it to the count. Out. Tekki Sandan. Wait. 1, 2. 1, twist. 2, 3, extend. 4, pull. 5, on top. 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey. So what I learned is Tekki Sandan takes up more room than either Tekki Shodan or Tekki Nidan. Must be an extra step in there. So I will try it again. See what I can do. So if I do a double step, kind of, that's not in the kata. That's just me trying not to hit the counter or hit the chair. Tekki Sandan. No, wait. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I rest. Whew. That concludes our kata section of the warm-up. Hopefully you feel warmer. This next set is kicking drills. And they were taught to me many years ago by a guy who was awesome. And he was really big on understanding the core principles of how things move and how things work. And I may have modified the concept a bit, but really the whole drill is just doing 10 of each kick without putting your foot down. 10 kicks. It's not hard, but it is. And the emphasis is on breaking the kick down into its major body mechanic, and the expansion contraction element. So I have not done these for many years, even though I used to do them every day. And I learned a lot from them. So it might look a little rough, but I will explain to you what to do. And so these first 5 front kicks, for instance, don't really count. I'm just trying to show you what to do. Same with the roundhouse kicks when I get there. So you get to use the counter for stability, and you're going to pick up your leg and swing back and forth. So nothing moves between your knee, your hip, your shoulder, and your center. It's already coiled. This is just your support leg rocking back and forth. Then see if you can do it with letting go. This is hard for some people. They end up doing this, even though I just told them, no, this coil part's already done. You're just working on this part. Then you're going to let the wave that you're making from your hip, let your leg go out and back. Kick very, very lightly. Oh, and anytime your hips get tight, roll them out, stretch them a little bit, because this will give you a lot of strain, a lot of cramps. Generally, that means you're using the wrong muscles to hold your leg up. You're using the little tiny ones around your hip. You want to use your major joints, your major muscles to hold it up. So what I'm saying here is I get people to do this, and I think, oh, that's great. And then they kick, and they do that horrible leg kick thing way too hard. You're going to kick out super light. It's just part of this wave, like you don't even care about the kick. Just let it go as part of the wave. Try 5 of those. You're going to go rock a little bit. From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try your other side. So again, these are the warm-ups. We're not even getting to the 10 of each kick yet. Pull your leg up, rock back and forth. And what you might need to do when you're learning this is hang on to your leg. You go 1, 2, 3 and grab your leg again. 1, 2, 3 until your muscles learn to hold it throughout the kick. So just try to do 5 of those with a light, easy kick. The next part is the expansion contraction. And I explained this a little bit in some of the earlier techniques. What you want to do is your center throughout the kick. This is an expansion technique. It expands and then contracts on the recoil. So specifically, I want you to feel this way, expand, contract. And the contraction goes from here to here to here to the floor, building pressure back down. So you are not going to stand up and be neutral. You're always going to have a direction driving in towards the target. So this is a little trickier. You have to do the wave part, and you have to add the expansion contraction. So give this a try. Coil, hold yourself on the thing there. Rock a little bit. And so maybe take 3 rocks, try to go expand, contract, and see if you can stop. Rock a little bit, expand, contract. Rock, expand, contract, rock, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract. So those all had wind-ups to them, which you have to eliminate eventually. But again, this is kind of the orientation part where you kind of get used to what's going on. Try 5 this way. Grab your leg, rock. See if you can get expand, contract, down into the floor. Rock, rock, 2, 3, 4. This is wrong. 5. Oh, my butt's up. Oh, pressure down to the floor. Okay, now you have to do exactly that. You have to get the major body mechanic of the down, up, you can kind of think. I guess I didn't explain that. Down into your support leg, up with your knee. Down, up, down, up, down, up. It helps keep you stable. It helps keep you thinking about what you're doing. You have to do that without the wind up. So this is more frustrating. Try to do 5. So if you do this on your own, you do 5 with the big rocks and wind ups, 5 with the expansion contraction, and then 5 without the wind ups. And until you get better at it, then you just try to do 5 with the wind up, 5 without, and then eventually you go no wind up, only expand and contract. So this is what this is going to look like. Coil here, expand and contract. You have to think down and up. Expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract. That was 5. Easy. Really hard to learn though. So the two big things I see when people try to do that. The first one is they wind their hip up this way, even though I just told them not to. They can't help it. And the second one is they're in this beautiful coil position and they release it before they kick. You can't do that. The release is the kick. The release is going into the target. So, switch, go the other way. 5 with the rocks, I believe we did. We didn't do that on this side yet, did we? 5 rocks with the expansion contraction. Grab, rock a little bit, expand, contract. Rock, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract. So that wasn't too bad. Now you have to do it without the wind-up rock. Thinking only down and up. Squeeze back into the floor. 1, expand, contract. 2, expand, contract. 3, expand, contract. 4, 5. There you go. Rock out your hips. Good news and bad news. That was the easiest one. The rest are all harder. So, well, that's not true. The back thrust is pretty darn easy, but roundhouse kicks. So, again, you're going to use the counter for stability, and I want to talk a little bit about the pressure, where in the front kick, you had to get expand, contract down in your support leg. You need that also in the roundhouse kick, but people have a straight hip here and they're trying to do it, so they're apart. Or they have a straight hip here and they're trying to do it and they're apart. You need a crease in both legs. So what I would recommend is you pick your foot up in a good front kick, keep the pressure in your stomach, keep your knee up, push your left hip out, out, out. So there's still a lineage through your body to the floor. Then to activate your inner thighs, you could set this on there and sink a little bit. Sink. You want this part to be activated. Rest it on there. See if you can get this to relax a little bit. Try your other side. Coil up high. Stick out your hip a little bit. Drop down on the floor. See if you can feel that inner thigh pulling down. It actually helps if you have a person there to kind of hold it. But we're assuming right now you don't. Okay, what is similar to this and the front kick, besides the expansion contraction I already talked about, is the wave that I want you to make with your hip. Except in the roundhouse kick, the wave only goes sideways. This is very frustrating. It's going to be smaller than you think. And most people, when they do this, I'm going to face away from you for a minute, their hip and butt pop up every time they kick. And it's completely the wrong thing to do. And it happens because of the brain sends a signal to your spine and it splits. And when in a complicated motion, you say straighten your leg, it straightens both because it can't tell the difference. But you're going to replace that image with the idea of winding into the floor and dropping as your foot comes around. So start here, stick this out, build pressure down on the floor and rock back and forth. Rock, rock, rock. So again, nothing moves between here and here and here. It's all one unit. So not this. And when you let go, you can't do this either. It's only sideways. Try the other side for a second. Pick it up, drop, rock back and forth. Really try to see if you can get your hip, your pelvis to be nice, level swing back and forth. Doesn't have to be huge, but it can't be on your kicking side. It has to be on your support side. Now we're going to do 5 with the wind-ups and 5 without, and all of them are going to have the expansion contraction. So grab here, stick this up, sink into the floor, rock back and forth, and when you feel it, expand, contract. Expand, contract, expand, contract. That was 5 with the rocks. Try the other side. Pick it up, coil, rock back and forth. Try not to let it tilt. Expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract. We'll spend another large part of a different class on kicking. First just snap kicks and then thrusting kicks. But this again is supposed to be a warm-up. To explain this to people when I'm trying to teach, sometimes it takes 45 minutes to get them to understand what I want them to do. But when you do it on your own, it only takes 10. So if you decide every morning you're going to do this, it doesn't take long at all. The frustration is to be very strict on what you want to do, but be a little nice to yourself if it doesn't happen every time. So if I'm doing this roundhouse kick and I do a good one, oh, that was pretty good. And then the next one, I pop. Oh, don't beat yourself up. Just try to do the good one again, over and over again, and you'll get better at it over time. 5 without the rock. Pick this up, only in. Expand, contract, think down, down, down. Other leg. 5 without the wind up. Expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract. So, you may know I have an injury on one side. It makes it much worse. I have to be very careful. If I try too hard, I hurt myself. But it screws up my balance. But what I was going to say is, what I think of when I do this often is down, down, down and up with my pressure. So as I'm rocking, I think down, 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 and not try to keep yourself from popping up. Side snaps. Side snaps is one of the easiest ones to do, but it helps to have somebody help you pull on your leg. So what I want you to do, the reason it's easiest, is you actually get to put your foot on your leg and you have something to push against, where the front snap kick and roundhouse kick you don't. The pressure goes from here to here to here to the floor at sort of a 45-degree angle. So the two problems I have, people put their knee out too far and can't get this pressure. And so then you point out their inner thighs and they put their leg all the way in front and then they don't get the side snap part. So, and throughout these exercises, if you need to roll out your knees, your hips, your ankles, work out your back a little bit, it's fine. This is a warm-up drill kind of thing. What I want you to do is think down, up, down, up, down, up, and then recoil back 45. So it's going to go down, up, down, up, down, up. It's an expansion technique, and you should be able to see this down, up. It goes that way, that way, and you've got your leg to stabilize you. So let's see. It sometimes helps, again, to hold the wall. After this, sometimes if you pick your knee up a little bit, you kind of want it in a groove where it's easy to hold. And that's not straight ahead and it's not straight sideways, it's sort of 45 degrees. Think down on one side, up on the other. Let's try 10. We have to get to 10 eventually. 1, extend, contract. 2, 3, train this arm. 4, 5, here's wrong. Oh, I stood up. 6, down. 7, 8, 9, 10, down. Other foot, pull it up. Down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Another hip. So in the sequence, when I'm doing it on my own, I do front snap, roundhouse, side snap, side thrust, back thrust. But when I'm teaching it to people, I have to do the back thrust first before the side thrust because it's much easier to understand. So, I'm trying to decide what foot I'm going to show you. The deal with the back thrust is you start in a front kick position, drop this hip joint, bend this hip joint, drop your stomach down towards your thigh, and extend all the way out into the thrust. Then recoil. Push down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way back to here. So that'll teach you good recovery. On this side, I have to deal with my damaged hip. So this might not be as sharp or as strong. I'm going to see how it goes. Start your nice front kick coil. Tip your hip back. Push down. 1. Yep. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Front of the hip. So one thing I want to point out is if I was kicking something, whether I'm going straight back or I'm spinning, is at the point of contact, this hip drops down this way to make this my base. I don't want to keep turning. I lose my drive. Especially important if you spin and you want to have control of your balance and direction. We'll go over that more when we go over thrusting techniques. Side thrust. The thing about the side thrust is it feels like this. Feels like that. But your position's a little different. So I'm going to hold the wall and I'll kick that way. What I want you to do is start kind of like the side snap and pick your knee way up high. Then you're going to push down as you thrust and come back. Where people screw this up is they put their butt out here and their knee down, and then they do that. And it's not that that can't be effective, it can, but it's kind of like loss of continuity. So you want your center and under here to control your balance. This is kind of a consistent thing. So here in your front snap kick, this holds your weight. Here in your roundhouse kick, this holds your weight. In your side snap, that holds your weight. In the back thrust, doesn't apply except on the recoil. On the side thrust though, this part is going to keep you in line with where you're going to go so that your hip hits the target. Grab the wall, coil, pick your knee way up high, up, and then push down and thrust. 2, back, up, out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Hoofda. Around your hips. And try my other leg and see how it goes. It would be a little slower. Coil. Way up high. Push down and thrust. 1. Back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. All right. So the way my hip works, I don't know if I heard it till a little bit later, but I'll know. So I think to finish, we'll do one of each Sanchin and Haffa. And that will be a good end to our training. Having a congested nose, not a sign of coronavirus. According to the latest stuff I just read. Sanchin. Out. Da. Boy. Spin and bulge your feet. Double downward block. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Step. 1, 2, 3. Step. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Stepping backwards. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3. Away. Rest. Just so you know, I know my turn down there wasn't very good. But hey, we're training. I'm going to do this one this way. Sanchin Nidan. Out. Ta. Sanchin Nidan. Boy. Stepping forward with your left leg, double inside block. 1. Pulling. 1, 2, 3. Step. 1, 2, 3. Step. 1, 2, 3. Turn. 2, 3. Block your face. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Yummy. Rest. All right, I will try Haffa this way because I don't think I did it. Maybe I'll do Haffa forward. We haven't done much this way. Now, Haffa. Boy. Boy. Straight fingers. Right leg. 1, cat stance. 2, reach, pull. 1, 2, reach, pull. 1, 2, up, down, around, strike. 245. Up, down, around, strike. Your right, up, down, around, strike. Boy. Drop, look to your left, step back. Step back. 1, block, strike, block. 2, block, strike, block. 3, up, down, around, strike. 4, rest. And that is the end of today's training. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my videos. Feel free to share them with anybody you want. Everybody keep training, keep healthy, keep safe. Thank you.